So there was initially a complaint sent in to the College of Physicians and Surgeons in, I believe it was May of 2021, because the people that were at my door, they were threatening that I would lose my license if I didn't comply with their investigation, and that they could come in my office and take what they wanted and speak to whomever they wanted. I have a duty and an obligation to maintain confidentiality and privacy for my patients.
For Rebel News in studio, I'm Tamara Ugolini, joined here with Dr. Lechque, Crystal Lechque, who is one of the 3 doctors facing investigation and disciplinary action by the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario, who we heard from counsel, and one of the other doctors facing investigation as well and disciplinary action, Dr. Trosi. Now, I suppose because we haven't heard, the Rebel viewers haven't heard from you previously, and a bit more of your situation and your circumstance. When did your troubles with the CPSO really begin?
So I'm a family and a palliative care doctor, and I worked both in the hospital and in my own private clinic. So there was initially a complaint sent in to the College of Physicians and Surgeons in, I believe it was May of 2021. And it was from a patient of mine who was also a nurse colleague at my hospital. And it was about my infectious disease protocols in my office, that I didn't check everyone's temperatures. She had concerns that one of my staff didn't wear a mask, and some comments that I had made on my social media. And that went through a fairly respectful process, actually. So I utilized the CMPA, the Canadian Medical Protective Association at the time, for that complaint process. I was able to submit a written response to the allegations against me, and I was able to submit evidence also to support what I was saying. And that was a long process, and it was very stressful. But by October or November, early November, the resolution came through that, in fact, I was cleared of those allegations. And the process there just unfolded on its own against me from the college's end and from bureaucrats at my hospital. There was no significant patient complaint beyond the initial one that I was cleared of. And so the college themselves, 6 days after that exoneration, launched their own investigation, which is a very different process than being able to respond respectfully and professionally to allegations. So I was not given that same opportunity. I did not even know that there was an investigation launched against me. I was made aware of a complaint from a chief of staff at my hospital who was concerned that I had written an exemption for an immunocompromised patient who was my community patient but was actually admitted to the hospital for complications of a remote organ transplant. There was no proof of this exemption. Nobody saw any exemption. The patient refused to tell the doctor who provided the exemption, but they made all of these assumptions because of the kind of trajectory of how the course of our relationship, our professional relationship, went because of my difference in views of COVID. And that is, by and large, what launched the college into a full frontal assault against me.
Fortunately, due to some community standards on certain platforms, we will not be able to publish this report in full here. And so if you scroll down to the description below, or you will find a link there to be redirected to the full report where it will be published on a platform that does not engage in censorship of factual hard evidence and data. So I'll catch you over there on the other side. Help keep our independent investigative journalism afloat by contributing whatever you're able to at rebelinvestigates.com. While you're there, you can catch up on other exclusive reports. That website again is rebelinvestigates.com. Thank you for your support.